Hey everyone, and welcome back to UI Spy, the series where I analyze the UI of video games. Mario & Luigi is a series that's coming back from the dead, and better than ever. It's been almost 10 years since we've gotten a new Mario & Luigi game, with Paper Jam coming out in 2015. It was decent, but nowhere near the incredible quality of the older games, like Bowser's Inside Story and Dream Team. Despite the original studio of the series, Alpha Dream, being closed since 2019, Brothership's development team seems to perfectly pick up where the series left off. Nintendo appears to be evolving the original gameplay formula and UI design to the console handheld hybrid of the Nintendo Switch. Mario & Luigi is my childhood RPG series, so I have high hopes for this new entry. Thankfully, from what we've seen so far, I couldn't be more excited to see an old favorite return. We recently got some new screenshots and clips from Nintendo's Japanese website, giving us more info about what the battle system is going to play like. So today, I thought I'd break down all the gameplay footage we've seen thus far, including the original reveal trailer. I'll be analyzing how Nintendo is bringing Mario & Luigi back in a bombastic way, as Brothership is the first console entry in a previously handled exclusive series. First, let's take a look at the battle system in this game. Looking at the Japanese website footage, this Bike Pump Bros attack requires 3 inputs to be pressed in the sequence B, A, and X. The X button is blue, matching the same Super Famicom and new 3DS color scheme used in the 1000 Year Door remake. Initially, carrying this design choice from Paper Jam seems odd with the absence of a third playable character. However, it adds an extra level of complexity to the inputs, which in turn makes this Bros attack more gratifying to pull off. The majority of Bros attacks in previous Mario & Luigi games require just the A and B buttons, which correspond to Mario and Luigi respectively. This is a perfect example of Nintendo constantly seeking to innovate for new entries in their franchises, such as what Breath of the Wild did for The Legend of Zelda. The action blocks are more detailed now, featuring the iconic 4-corner nubs typically found in question blocks. We also see a new action block featuring an electric spark plug icon. We've yet to see this in action, but maybe it has to do with a new companion character, or potentially a new ultimate attack. We'll have to wait and see once we get closer to the game's launch. Action commands themselves are overhauled from how they're used in the Mario & Luigi games. Regardless if you're using Mario or Luigi, you're now required to use both of the brothers for any jump or hammer attack, meaning that you're required to alternate between the B and A buttons for every single time you want to just do a basic attack. This appears to mainly be done to differentiate Brothership's combat system from the 1000 Year Door and Super Mario RPG remake. All 3 of these games have been coming out within the span of a year, so it makes sense that Nintendo wants to differentiate the turn-based combat between them. However, I'm worried this could get repetitive really fast and make the battles drag on longer than they need to be. Hopefully that isn't the case. For the first time in Mario & Luigi, bars are now displayed for the health and Bros points values of the party. A blue health bar is used to display a Bros HP, while yellow is being used to display a Bros BP. Gone are the color-coded semicircle shapes that have been a staple of the series' UI identity since the very beginning. While the dark brown outlines and high saturation still make this UI colorful, it looks more typical of what you would expect in a JRPG UI. Not to say that this is a bad thing, there are now portraits of Mario and Luigi next to their stats. Because this series depicts the brothers with drastically different head sizes, players are less likely to get confused of which stats belong to who, especially to those who have red-green color blindness. Emergency Guard from Paper Jam and the remakes of Superstar Saga and Bowser's Inside Story returns, this time being performed with the R button instead of the X button. And finally, we have the results screen for whenever a battle is won. Honestly, I'm not a fan of this current design, hope it gets iterated on for the final release. We do see a large result header, which we haven't seen in the series before, and Mario and Luigi take up a larger portion of the screen, so we can see their cool victory animation. But the iconic M&L flagpoles are just boring flat shapes. Where are my curves, Nintendo? They appear soulless and nowhere near the bright, colorful flagpoles found in Dream Team and the other 3DS entries. Let's transition out of battles for a second. Collecting coins in the Overworld now displays your current coin total on screen, a first for the Mario & Luigi series. This is a nice quality of life addition that reduces the amount of times you have to open menus to check info. Having to constantly open and close menus is a common design struggle found in RPGs, and can grind the pace to a halt if handled poorly. Also in the reveal trailer, there's a seesaw sequence which prompts players to use the L button for Luigi to move to the other side. Every Mario & Luigi game before this previously used the L and R buttons for switching between actions the bros do in the overworld. Those large icons indicating that the bros are jumping, using their hammers, or special attacks, are nowhere to be found on screen. Instead, the R shoulder button appears to be used for a consumable item with the speech bubble icon. Perhaps this could be hints for solving puzzles in the overworld. And now, you swing a bro's hammer by pressing the X or Y buttons for Mario or Luigi, respectively. This massive change in the gameplay expands the potential of the level design. As we see in the trailer, there will be moments where you can have one brother jump and the other use their hammer at the same time, instead of having to stop and scroll between the different options. While another part of the series' UI visual identity is sacrificed, this will streamline the gameplay experience better than ever before. With this entry being on Switch, we now have access to 2 additional shoulder buttons. The ZR button is assigned to a golden pipe icon. Perhaps this is a quick fast travel option in case if you want to move to a different part of the overworld. Maybe the map in this game is the biggest we've ever seen in a Mario and Luigi game. Who knows? However, we still don't know what the CL button does. Maybe it's used as a shortcut or hot swap option as we've seen in games like Tears of the Kingdom. We'll have to wait and see. And although we haven't seen the menu yet, the pause menu is likely assigned to the plus button, which has an icon that looks similar to the new companion character of the game. And there you go, that is all the new UI details we can find so far in Mario and Luigi Brothership. Are you going to get this game when it comes out? Let me know in the comments down below. Be sure to like this video, share this video, and subscribe if you want to hear me talk more about UI design in general. If you want to hear me talk more about Mario RPGs, I made a Thousand Year Door remake UI Spy a few months ago, so wait until the end card if you would like to see that. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good day. Bye!
Out for all